had your elbows on your knees, like you had all night. And I kept saying, let's stay a little longer. The parking lot was still warm from the day before, and the ice in my cup kept sliding against the plastic. Your smile came easy then, soft around the edges, and when you went quiet, I filled the space for both of us. I remember the radio low, the dashboard clock, the way we sat there as if the car might hold us. Long after the errands were done, long after the store lights, long after we should have left, there was that one pause when you looked out the windshield and your face went still for just a second. I noticed it, then looked away because the night was familiar and your hand was still in mine. Now I can see it cleanly, how we both kept acting like nothing had shifted, like the future was not already standing a few steps back. We were careful with our words and careless with the truth, smiling through the same old emotions. I don't call it the end, not when it felt so ordinary, not when we were laughing with the store behind us and the air around us, soft and tired and kind. Just two people staying in the frame a little too long.
We took the long way out, no map, no plan. Your elbow on the window, mine on the wheel again. The air was warm and loose, June on our skin. We laughed at nothing much and let the miles begin. The radio stayed low, just a half-remembered song. You tapped the dashboard once and sang the wrong words wrong. We passed a row of lots, empty under sodium glow. Your tired smile looked easy, like we had nowhere to go. And it felt so simple then, like time was just a rumor. Your hand kept finding mine like it knew a better future. The sky was turning pale over closed up shops and fences. We spoke in little pieces, like we had endless seconds. Warm air through the open window, your laugh still in the seat. Quiet radio, soft and low. We were both so easy to please. I thought we had the whole night spilling out ahead of us. The road kept moving gently, and we never talked about loss. Later looking back, there was something in your pause, the way you stared outside as if you'd seen the flaws. Not dramatic, not a scene, just a space between two words, a drift I couldn't name. While the morning bird stirred, you were already far off in a way I couldn't catch. I only knew it slowly after I kept playing back the same few blinking lights with its careful hesitation. Warm air through the open window, your laugh still in the seat. Quiet radio, soft and low. We were both so easy to please. I thought we had the whole night spilling out ahead of us. The road kept moving gently, and we never talked about loss. Now when the sky gets lighter, I can see it clearer. How your voice went careful, how you held yourself a little nearer. Not to me, but through me, like you'd already gone. And I was still there, grinning, with the summer almost gone. We drove until the day broke, silver on the glass. Nothing seemed to end then, so I let the moment pass. And that's the part I keep, not the leaving, not the blame. Just two kids in a borrowed car, calling it the same. I still see that road, the milk blue sky, your hand out the window, catching warm air. You laughed at nothing, or maybe at me, and I kept driving like the night was ours.
The windows were open, salt on your skin. I thought we were easy, I thought we were fine. Your hair in my mirror, a loose black line. I never once thought about the end.
I remember the curb, the porch light dim, how I kept my smile a little too still. I was counting the miles between your jokes and the thing I knew I couldn't say. You turned up the music, I leaned back slow and watched the moon move past the glass. I wanted to tell you I was already gone, or halfway gone, and scared of my own voice. I kept my eyes on the road, like that would hold us.
I kept my words in my throat, like they might hurt less.
You said go a little longer,
I said just a little.
we both meant more. We both meant more. Now that I hear it, it sounds like goodbye. But back then it was only wind in your laugh. I remember your shoulder, bare under the moon, the way you looked over, like you knew me.
I remember the silence before we parked, how I watched your face and lost my nerve.
How I wanted the night to stay unbroken, to keep on moving without a name. I wasn't leaving, not then, not yet. I was just afraid of making it real.
Maybe we were both
Looking away,
maybe we knew what we couldn't say.
and neither of us,
Wanted the turn,
neither of us.
wanted the end.
So I let the tires sing down the empty lane, and I let your laughter stay in the frame.
One more mile,
One more minute,
we both held on.
while the dark kept moving. The store was dark by 9, glass pressed up with our reflections. We leaned beside your car like we had nowhere else to be. You said some joke about the clerk. I laughed too long at nothing. The empty road kept breathing past us, slow and open as a field. We watched one pickup pass, then the silence came back. You rubbed the side of your thumb along the edge of your key. I thought that was ordinary, the kind of night that holds. The air still had the day in it, hot on the back of my neck. A moth kept hitting the sign like it wanted to come inside. You looked out past the median, then back at me, then away. I made a face, you smiled a little, and neither of us moved. I mistook the pauses for comfort settling in. I thought we were just waiting for the right moment to leave. Everything felt easy enough, so I let it stay that way. You asked if I remembered the broken basket by the door. I didn't, we both laughed like the laugh itself could stretch the night. Your hand on the roof, your shoulder turned, your answers getting smaller. I called it calm because it was calm and didn't ask what else was there. Now I can see the difference between quiet and retreat. Back then your face went distant, and little steps I couldn't name. The stops between your sentences were saying something plain, just not in words I knew how to hear beside the car. When you finally said goodnight, you said it soft, almost carefully. The road was still the same road, the curb still warm, the windows blank. I watched your brake lights vanish and stood there with my keys, thinking safe meant nothing missing, not knowing that could change.
I found them in a shoebox under a stack of old maps, the kind with folded corners and a ticket stub still attached. Your shirt was half untucked, my hair stuck to my cheek. We looked like we had nowhere else we wanted to be. The first frame caught us laughing at something I can't name now. The second one was shaken from the way you spun me around. Blurred lights on your shoulder, my hand caught in yours. Careless smiles in the dark like we were sure of more. I kept the edge of that night pressed flat in my palm, and the picture held us gently where the moment was calm. There's one with the parking lot and the soda machine glow, one where I'm looking past you like I already know. What the camera never kept was the space between our words, the quiet we could step around, but never quite unlearned. I can see my mouth say, take one more before you go. I did not want the evening to give itself away so slow. Blurred lights on your shoulder, my hand caught in yours. Careless smiles in the dark moment was calm. Now I know what age with time wasn't what we were. It was the heat in the frame, the part that blurred. The memories stayed gold even when the rest went thin. A warmer thing than the season or the life we lived in. I set the photos back in order by the crease on the bed, and let that younger version of me look at us instead. She still thinks the evening could have kept on being kind, but I can see the room around it with a steadier mind. So I leave the pictures open on the dresser by the door, just enough to remember what I was asking for, and what I held was brighter than the love it came from. A summer night in fragments, and the silence underneath them.
We slipped out the side gate slow, chlorine still stuck in your hair. Your towel hung over my seatbelt like you might be bent there. The pool was shutting its eyes, one lane light still on. Your skin kept the rain from the night, and the pavement held the sun. We didn't say where to go, just let the engine rest. Your laugh went small and easy, like you were saving breath. In that almost empty lot, we kept the moment parked. Your ankles crossed on the dash, my hands on the wheel in the dark. You leaned back, tired and calm. I thought that was enough. Now I hear the words you kept hiding under the hush. The radio was off again, only gum wrappers and heat. Your wet hair traced the window glass in a line I couldn't keep. A shopping cart rolled past, then the night went still. You stared at the dashboard glow like it could tell you how you feel. I remember how your face looked softer than before. I called it peace that summer, now it feels like a door. In that almost empty lot, we kept the moment parked. Your ankles crossed on the dash, my hands on the wheel in the dark. You leaned back, tired and calm. I thought that was enough. Now I hear the words you kept hiding under the hush. The dome light made a small world out of your quiet eyes, and I mistook your stillness for staying by my side. Maybe you were gathering a way to let me go, one careful sentence at a time, while I watched the steam on the window. In that almost empty lot, the whole night held its shape. Your hair still wet, your voice gone thin, my memory a little late. You seemed so near, so safe, I never read the sign. Now I know the softest goodbyes can arrive in plain sight. I took the long way home, past the feed store in the marsh, kept the window cracked, let the warm wind bruise the dark.
I played the ones we knew from the glove box CD stack. You leaned your head toward me like that would bring the summer back.
I missed the turn on purpose, let the gaslight hold its glow.
If I drove slow enough,
maybe time would move less slow.
you smiled at some old line and I almost brought it up,
but the night sat in our hands,
too full to wake it up. I laughed at every little thing, the clerk, the sign, the way you sang. I already felt the ending, like a moon behind the clouds.
Still, I wanted one more evening
with your keys in my palm,
one more ordinary memory,
some tiny errand on and on.
I knew the air had changed,
even when you touched my knee.
I knew the shape of us
wasn't what it used to be,
but I kept my face turned bright
and let the seconds pass,
'cause I wanted something plain
that I could keep at last.
I thought if I kept
it easy, nothing sharp would need a name. If I left the hard parts sleeping, we could coast inside the flame.
I heard the quiet warning
beneath the crickets in the grass,
and I held on to your laughter
like it might be my last.
The road knew every curve of us, every song, every bend.
I wanted one more simple thing,
I didn't want it to end, I didn't want it
to end. So I
chose the lanes I knew,
kept the hard words in my chest.
so I kept on laughing, baby,
for one more night of almost normal, for one more night of us. We kept the kitchen clock on the far side asleep, and talked about cereal brands, bad maps, and which road would miss the tolls in July. Your voice was rough from staying up with mine. Mine kept catching on the rim of that glass, still wet on the table. The fan moved warm air across your bare wrist, and outside the window, the trees were still dark at the edges. Then the east began to wash the blinds in pale peach, and the room changed color before either of us spoke. I watched your face turn gentle with the light. The drink beside you never lost its ice. It sat there untouched like a small promise we forgot how to name. I knew the night was leaving, I knew we were two, not in a hard way, just in that quiet drift before birds start up. The air went cool against my knees, my words got smaller as the sky got clear. I wanted to ask what came next, but the question stayed behind my teeth. You laughed at something that didn't matter at all, and I loved you for how easy that was, for how little you asked of the dark. The morning opened wider, a bus sighed somewhere last of the street looked rinsed and tender, like a hand just let go. I remember thinking, this is the hour that slips through fingers when you try to hold it too carefully. I did not need forever, I only needed your shoulder near mine, the pale blue hush before the day grew bold. Maybe we keep on, maybe we don't, maybe we learn how to miss this exact light and still call it ours. When the sun finally cleared the edge of the buildings, everything felt a little more real, a little less kind. I stood there beside you, awake in my body, with the last easy morning still warm on my skin.
We pulled the windows down and let the heat come in. Your laugh got caught in the wind and lost again. The dashboard clock glowed pale in your hands. We chose a road that didn't make a single plan. I missed the exit just to keep you near. Turned past the laundromat and the closed down pier. You leaned your head back, let the summer spill, and the whole backseat went quiet, soft and still. The city was opening and closing its eyes, one block at a time, then the long goodbyes. I kept the song on, let the next one start, like maybe sound could carry us past the dark. You watched the passing lights, not me. Gold on your cheek, then gone at sea. I held the wheel, said nothing at all. Let your reflection drift across the glass wall. We took the long way through the warehouse side, past the shutter loading docks and the bakery sign. Your fingers tapped once on the armrest, seemed like you were counting out some private dream. The streets got softer, the diner shut the blinds. A few porch lamps leaned out of the houses behind. I felt that old familiar pull in my chest, how some nights wear your name and never rest. Maybe you knew, maybe I only guessed, that this slow blue hour would not stay dressed. So I memorized the curve of your smile in the dark, and the little brave silence you kept in your heart. We crossed the bridge with the river held below. Your window stayed open, your hair kept low. I didn't ask what you were carrying home, just drove the last mile like I was letting it go. He pulled under the canopy with the tank light on low. I remember the cashier and the freezer glass glow.
I bought 2 drinks we didn't need and laughed at the price.
You leaned on the hood and said we could stay here all night.
I watched you by the driver's side with your keys in your palm, my face in the window glass, trying hard to stay calm.
The lot was almost empty, just our taillights and dust.
And I knew we'd been dodging the next thing between us. You were counting the miles like they tell us what to do. I was tracing the seam where the door met the blue. Your joke hung in the air, mine never came back. And the summer kept moving while we stood in the black.
You said the night could stretch if we kept it unbroken.
I said nothing, just watch that bright white station soak in.
The windshield, the concrete,
the coins in your hand.
and I like being nowhere
More than I should have planned. I wanted that moment to last like a lie. The cheap plastic cups, the heat in the sky. I wanted to delay whatever came next. The road or the answer or the words we left.
I wanted the hum of the pumps and your shoulder in view.
I wanted the silence to keep changing on us too.
We stood by the car as if time had a name,
and neither of us said it, but we wanted the same.
I wanted the small,
easy reasons,
the receipt, the cold drink,
the ordinary light,
and the way we could think that if we stayed there long enough, nothing would move.
You wanted the pause before we lost our excuse.
I wanted the night to go on with its dust and its glare.
You wanted the place because the truth wasn't there.
And under the canopy,
we both understood.
Some moments feel endless
because they never should. We climbed up slow with a bag of peaches and a borrowed blanket. The roof was warm from the day, and your shoulder found mine like it belonged there. One earphone each, your song leaking softly into the summer air. We let the city stay far below us, only windows blinking in the dark. Across the street, apartment panes glowed like little held breaths. I counted curtains, then faces, then stories, until you laughed and took the other bud. You said we should go to a coast where the water stays blue in autumn, to a town with trains where we could get off if we liked the station. You kept talking in maybes with your hands, drawing maps on the night, and every place you named kept opening wider than your words. I smiled at the edge of it, the way you smiled back when the wind changed. I didn't want one small doubt to fold the whole evening in. Your voice was easy, like you had all the time in the world, and maybe you did, just not the kind that reached for me. Still I leaned in closer to hear the joke you made about getting lost, and I let the silence after it stay pretty instead of honest. Somewhere below us, a scooter hummed past a corner store, and somebody's television flashed through a window with the curtains half shut. You pointed to a light, so we'd rent a room with a view like that someday. Then you moved on quick to the color of the sea and a road we hadn't taken. I kept my face open, kept my knee against your knee, like closeness could be borrowed without asking what it meant. The night held still for us in its soft, forgiving way, and I stayed inside that softness like it was something I could keep. When the playlist ended, we listened to the roof breathing under us. Your arm on the blanket seam, my hand traced the cracked paint near the drain. I looked at the windows again and thought how every one of them was a small world of its own, with doors I couldn't see. You said one day and left a sentence hanging there, bright and unfinished, like a shirt on a line in the dark. I nodded as if I had room in that thought, as if it already held my name. But all I had was your profile, cut in moonlight and summer heat. Later I would remember not the future you were sketching, but the exact way the breeze moved through your hair when you turned to me. I would remember how possible it felt, how even the silence had room, how the roof was high enough for neither of us to name what was missing. Now it stands in my mind as the last place we were easy. The last place your someday still sounded like it could reach me. The last warm roof before the shape of us started speaking in maybe, and I heard it clearly.
We pulled into room 12 with a cracked ice machine and a yellow sign buzzing above the parking lot trees. The bedspread looked like August in a colorless frame, and your suitcase wore the corner like it knew your name. Past midnight by the pool gate, we sat with our knees pulled in. The water stayed behind the chain link like it was holding its breath. You told the same old cabin story, and I laughed like it was new. Then you tilted my phone toward the light to catch us in the blue. The outdoor lamps were kind to nothing and to us. They turned our faces grainy and our shadows made a blur. I kept the picture anyway, with your smile half gone. The summer held together by the seconds that were on. We knew the trip was shrinking, every mile, every song, but the night made us brave enough to stay where we belong. You leaned against the stucco, I leaned into your side, and the whole cheap place felt wider than the road we'd take by dawn. Now when I think of us, I don't reach for the vows. I reach for the room key warm from your palm somehow. The vending machine's green glow, the thin towel on the chair, the way you said my middle name like you were already there. Funny how the small things stay, the chip mug, the screen door squeal, the sock line on your ankle, the salt on your windshield wheel. Not the promises we made in a voice too soft to last, just the roadside motel summer and the way it passed so fast.
Two, three. I turned the key while the sky turned and pale, your handprint worn on my sleeve. The seat held us like a secret. My hair still smelled like your summer. The bakery sign was blinking awake. Blue bins in front of the florist. Even the crosswalk looked softer, like it had learned our names. I took the corner by the laundromat, and the glass caught my face in gold. I was still inside that hour, still half in your laugh, half on the road. Tell me, did you feel it too? The way the night leaned in on us, the small bright shock of ordinary things turning tender in our hands. I watched the first buses waken, and I kept your silence with me, not as a goodbye, more like a room I wanted to keep. At the red light by the pharmacy, a man in scrubs crossed slowly. His shoes made the wet pavement shine like a held breath finally released. I remember the taste of peaches and the bend in your mouth when you smiled, the way you touched my wrist once, then looked away like it mattered. A cat moved out from under a fence, and the day came over its fur. I thought of your eyes in that moment, whether they stayed with mine. Tell me, did you feel it too? The way the night leaned in on us, the small bright shock of ordinary things turning tender in our hands. I watched the first buses waken, and I kept your silence with me, not as a goodbye, more like a room I wanted to keep. Now the mailbox blocks the corner store, the cracked front step of my building, all of it wearing a different face under this morning light. Maybe tomorrow will pass us by, maybe we'll name it something else, but I can tell already this will outgrow its hours. So I parked beneath the thinning moon, with your name still quiet in my chest, and the day stood there at my window like it knew what I was keeping. I'll carry this across the weekend, the hem of my dress and my keys. If it fades, it will fade gently. If it stays like this.
We took the coastal road again, windows down, salt in the air. Your hand rested near the shifter, like you had nowhere else to be. The station on low volume kept folding the night in half. You watched the guardrails slide by us like they were someone else's life. We missed your exit once more, then let the sign disappear. I glanced at your quiet profile and kept my questions inside. The moon was a coin in the water, turning every wave to gold. I felt the car keep rolling past the place we said we'd go. Keep driving, let the dark go slow. Your calm felt like a shoreline I could never name in full. Keep driving, past the turn we knew. I stayed with the silence so the night could stay with you. Your face in the windshield drifted with bridge lights sliding through. Not sad exactly, far off, like a song I used to know. I saw your fingers loosen when the road bent toward the bay, and I thought how peace can wear a 1,000 shades of miles. We passed the diner blinking and the closed up bait shop sign, past the marina sleeping, past the lot with empty lines. I almost said your name there, but the words stayed on my tongue, because some endings breathe more softly when they're not yet given one. By the time the pines went darker and the last rest stop was gone, it felt like we were both delaying what the horizon had begun. You looked out at the water like it might answer for us, and I held the wheel like someone keeping the door from closing shut.
The churro stand was shuttered, and the horses on the carousel still wore their painted smiles under one last week bulb. We carried paper crowns, a plastic dolphin with one fin, and a keychain shaped like a peach, warm from being in your hand. The Ferris wheel was stopped, with its seats lined up like questions, and the music from the midway thinned out behind the fence. You said the sky looked tired. I laughed and said it did, then watched your thumb trace the seam where my ticket had folded. We took the long way past the prize booth windows, where stuffed bears leaned in rows like they were waiting for names. Your shoe scuffed the grit, my bag kept tapping my knee, and every few steps you asked if I wanted more time. I told you about a condo with a little stove and crooked shelves, how I paint the bathroom green, how the sink would drip in spring. You nodded toward the lot as if counting parked cars, then asked me what flavor I thought the moon might be. The empty train car slept under a net of orange lamps, and I could still hear the day stuck in the speakers somewhere. We passed the games where the row of dangling goldfish had gone still as glass, and the air smelled like sugar and rain. You brushed my elbow once, not quite a touch, almost, and looked away when I said maybe we should choose a place. So I kept talking softly about a table by the window, about a plant that leans toward the morning glass. You said, yeah, maybe, and turned your face toward the dark lot while I held the little dolphin and let the night keep shrinking.
We came out laughing from the bodega door. Your hair still smelled like rain from earlier. I checked the screen and missed the last bus home. You shrugged like it was never part of the plan. So we took the long way by the shuttered shops, blue metal gates and paper in the glass. Our shoes kept time on the empty avenue, and your hand brushed mine like it knew where to land. No one was rushing us, not even the crosswalk sign. We leaned into the night like it had all the time. You stopped beneath the laundry sign gone dark and laughed at something small I can't recall. I watched the steam rise from a vent nearby, then disappear before I could name it. At the flower stand with the plastic chairs, you said we should keep walking just a while. I said I didn't mind the extra miles. I was hoping morning might get lost on purpose. The avenue was quiet, the bakery had its shade pulled down. We moved like we were guests in a sleeping part of town. At the corner by the pharmacy, where we once split a soda in July, you paused too long at the yellow light and looked straight ahead like you were practicing. Then you said it soft, almost offhand, the way people talk when they're holding back, like maybe this won't happen much again. Like something small was leaving with the cab. I nodded like I understood, but the street kept going, warm and slow, and I let your words hang in the air, half formed, still lit, and not yet gone. I turned the key so slow. The room was still in bloom, warm air on the window, salt on my wrist and shoes. My dress kept your evening folded in its seam. A cinnamon softness stuck to the hem of me. I hung my shirt on the chair, and it kept your shape for a while. Your laugh was in my hairpin, your handprint on my smile. Even the little glass ring on the desk by the bed looked like it had been waiting for the words we left unsaid. You stood in the doorway like the night might stay. I held my breath beside you, we both looked away, as if one more sentence could change the air between. But silence can be tender when it knows what it means. The fan moved your shadow across the ceiling line. I touched the cuff of my sleeve and found the whole night inside. There was peach on my collar, moonlight in the thread. I almost said, I'm nearly turning over in my head. I think that was why it glowed that long and honeyed hour, neither of us naming how fragile closeness was. We knew without saying it at the end of the hall. Some futures ask for distance before they ask for all. So I let the room keep breathing with the window open wide. Let the silence rest its hands where yours had set them down beside. If I reach for that feeling, it still comes back in parts, in the sleeve, in the doorway, in the quiet of my heart. The night did not vanish, it only changed its form. Now it lives in the small things that stayed when you